Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Indianapolis. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher. We've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
First and 10, Taylor now. Powers through him. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. The Colts at 7 and 8 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On second down, it's Taylor. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles. Because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. They go play action with Wilson. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Called out a very strong gain of 24. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off the points for themselves.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Wilson's throw caught by Pierce. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the Falcons, 48-yard line.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Wilson. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going up top for Taylor. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. He's going to look deep down the field, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly. On
third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking there for Pitts. The ball comes out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletic.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle they go. Hills. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 42. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Hills. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. First down, Hills, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I don't know if there's any other way to put it, but that play was blown up right from the snap. How about the guys on the defensive side of the ball? It's almost like they were in the offensive huddle.
Yeah, it's one thing to stand him up from that 1-yard line. Pushing him back to the 5, though. Wow.
Yeah, I like what you just said there. Not just stand him up, but end up making a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. On the move to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Eluding, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Not what you wanted there. It goes as a sack and a loss of a yard. And not only that, now it's 4th and goal.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Looking to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Crowd keeps moving.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeForest Buckner, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
It wasn't a breakdown in protection. Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Hills, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This one taken in by Cephas. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the points that they just had against them.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. 3rd down, here's a run by Moss. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. They'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. They don't know if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Colts are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They run once more with Taylor. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes to him, though. He's an excellent player.
The Falcons on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll run on first down. Hills, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper. And a first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the fourth quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
12, 14, Hey, alert.
Wilson to throw. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now Wilson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On second down now, Hills. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Now back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Throwing now is Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive